aquatics in the water, that will be 60–70% direct. CO2 will be DOD together, will be dropped down. And after that, because of the aquatics expanding the surface and the water, and air come through, 30–40% air can enter. Before it was completely blocked. Then entering, then this way, that will be like hydrogens, more hydrogen go out, and another more oxygen come, what need oxygen come in. This is the recycle, because we let that the water free, not only at the top of the surface, completely. We change the hydrocarbon bonds that the binding system already break down. This way, we can bring all the pollution, we say that all this hydrocarbon on the top of the level we take, or we can let down, we don't need it, but here is very clear water. Here is very clear water. Normal technology, there is no technology in the planet to make any kind of this kind of recycling regeneration programs. And I can explain to you why this COD, BOD is immediately will be decreased up to, we call that water life day is 21 days. COD will be going to from the 0 up to again 0, high and down in 21 days. That will be COD going high and down. That means after again 0. That completely balances the water. This is very important, but at the same time, what happened? Heavy metals. Heavy metals in the water capsulated. Heavy metals actually is toxic and very high potential when water is toxic. When water has this hydrocarbon, when heavy metals is not affect, for example, inside our body, there is heavy metal. But when our body water is when it's clean, is heavy metal, we can immediately sweat out, and heavy metal can not much problem for our body. But when our body is something unbalanced, I don't like to say sick, then heavy metal affect more. That is the same thing in the water too. What is the effect? For example, in lots of laboratory they find out heavy metals normally with normal classic technology beside aquatics is not possible even drop down 0.1 because nothing to do with the hydrocarbon bond change. That's why it is not possible for laboratory tests heavy metal changing. That's why many scientists, until when they know me and they work with us, and they don't believe these things. What happened? Heavy metal actually is 0.007, but with toxic, it showed itself 1.7 because the measurement in the heavy metal, they measure like highest. Actually, that heavy metal is not much higher. because the effective, this is the dynamically heavy metal shock himself more powerful when the water is polluted, I mean unbalanced. So that's why we have, for example, 1.7 heavy metal become 0.1 or 0.003 or something like that. What happens is this heavy metal? Heavy metal is what happened encapsulated, then heavy metal will be not causing too much problem as well before. But this heavy metal even will not affect in the living things. What happened in many times that I was doing that, why I put fish immediately, for example, for this. Biologically, all this methane activity, which is from the organic methane, organic burning methane activity. Methane activity is stopped immediately, and also when this extend that to the water, then all this ammonia, nitrate, or alcohol is released itself. Because they find a way and they cannot anymore binding and they release from the water. For example, we think one aquarium necessarily need two things. One, fish food. Second is oxygen. Because they put here, they put oxygen pump, so they give oxygen, and also for the fish, they are giving that, fish food. So, what happens here, when they don't give oxygen, when they don't give fish food, this fish will not survive. We think like that as a normal, but actually it's not like that. Because the water is liquid. If the real water, think about long time ago, little ponds, you see little ponds, little tiny water reservoir. You can see lots of fish and living things. They are not disturbed. They live there, but we cannot, even that biggest than this aquarium, we have to put this because tap water or another water is not the water what really they need. It is only liquids. That's why that water is tight. Very tight. Not with aquatics. Aquatics, when you inject aquatics here, that will be here. This tightness will be very much extent, and the air comes through, then you don't need anymore that pump. And also, you can use inside that, the water, there is enough fish food. And also from the earth, you can make fish food. So that means you can have that fish food. This aquarium, I am going to in future, very near future, I will make here or another places also we can manage. That aquarium can stay here. But we need, even for the aquarium, we need the air, how the human need air. We need to open that door when inside air can come in. The moment I did lots of ponds, lots of different, even in swimming pool even, you can swim with the fish. Because this is very important. Any kind of water, not only regenerated, not only cleaned, also balanced. Like we did, like our oceans. This is the water becoming like, without any movement, vortex in himself. So, for example, why I explain this one, this is a little bit inside water information, but now I explain to how we can clean swimming pool, river or backyard. This is also very important. Swimming pool, for example, 1 liter aqueous for 10,000 liters. When you inject aqueous first in the water, we have sometimes two aqueous. One is the pH balancer, other one is some which is regenerated water balancer we call. But when the water is from top, chlorine or any other things, aqueous break down all the chlorine in the water. And all this aqueous first balance the water, and second, all the sediment is very fine sediment will be in the bottom, and we can take that one with sand filtering. And this water, if we are, for example, for the LJ also, we have an LJ controller too. This is when we are making application and same time. For example, if we are swimming or when we have some animals, sea animals, anything, it will be not any kind of problems. But if we know the balance, how we can apply our aids. But important matter is, this is for the ponds. For the swimming pool, we have set already for the swimming pool A and D. We have there swimming pool A and D. We have applications, and we can just first we have to put the A after when it's finished. 1 hour later we put D. Sometimes we can put 1 day later, but if the emergency happens, we can put immediately after 1 hour. It will be not problem to put D. put one day later. Because the sediment, when we take all the sediment out, after we put that D, we don't use D too much. That means D is Lg and pH balance. That's why we use that one. Also, we have another alternative too. That is for hardness, to make it soft, the water.